I think I didn't crash OBS there, so that means it should be working. I need to sort out audio settings. I actually have a more professional setup today because I actually went and converted my old speedrunning one over to nicer looking and working stuff. In other words, it should work better, which will be nicer. I also need to sort out the audio options because they are very loud, and I'm just going to turn them down so they're nicer for everyone. Hello, Darkness Fools. Welcome. Thank you for providing my Be Right Back screen. I actually set it up nicely this time, so I just click here, and look, it's like I'm going to be right back. I also have converted the setup around so it's all nice and everything's all working, and it'll be nice. And then we can just see where this goes. In other words, I've got all this emulation stuff set up. This is all running on a 360. I'll go back to the dashboard. I'm not too sure how well how well it'll load for everyone because I've got it all cropped down for 480p. It looks all right, but as we can see here, I'll explain it for everyone that's just joining the chat and wants to learn more about computers or Xboxes and all that kind of stuff. Right. Let me just make sure this is all set up right there. So what we have here is, you see this HDDX drive. This is an emulated storage drive for the original Xbox on the 360. But these files are from 2019 because they're patched files from 2012, which we never actually saw released for the Xbox 360 emulation program. Because of that, someone managed to find them on a dev kit, I believe, and then I'll be covering all this in tomorrow's video, hopefully. And yeah, what we have here is essentially an Xbox 360 running a modified original Xbox emulator with up-to-date compatibility files. And my hard drive in this is also a 120GB SSD. So that should also give us a performance improvement. So if I just go over to HDD1 games, I need to sort these out. I've just copied a few games which will be featuring in tomorrow's video. So if I just run any XBE file, which is an original Xbox executable, it will just run absolutely fine. There you go. Launches the little Xbox dashboardy thing, and we're ready to go. I'm just going to put my tea on a mug. Let me know if audio levels are okay, because my capture setup is absolutely terrible. Yeah, this is all running on a 360, which is really cool. And I do have my speedrunning thing there. I'm probably not gonna use it. I might just have it on as a timer. Because it just makes the overlay look a bit nicer. Honestly, emulating RSP, the PlayStation 3 emulator, could be pretty good. Yeah, that is probably a nicer gaming laptop than the Xbox 360 has power, but we're going to be continuing our game and seeing how well things go. So I'm not really going to be speedrunning the game because I just want to play it through on both consoles, and then I've got a baseline to compare load times across an entire playthrough. It just so happens that I know how to speedrun this game, so it means we can get through it in about an hour, 2 hours, probably about 2 hours, because I'm not exactly going to be speedrunning it properly. I'll start the live split timer, but that's just in case my timer just happens to be fantastic. I'm not actually going to properly run the game, because I have zero incentive or reason to want to do that. So yes, let us just play this game. We'll have the little timer on. I'm not going to be paying attention to it and doing splits and all that and paying much attention. I just want to see how well this game emulates across the 360 with the modded files, because usually it is really bad. Like frame rate issues, audio issues, texture clipping, save times are absolutely terrible. Nothing works. So, with these modded files, as you're probably seeing, the frame rate seems relatively smooth. Not as smooth as the original console, but definitely smooth compared to how it can be if you've ever played one of those things. Yeah, welcome, Shello, to the stream. Yeah, but it's just going to be a bit of fun. I'll be doing a lot of technical ramblings and things like that. Oddly enough, it feels very quick to get through dialogue and things like that. I'm not used to that. I do need to actually get... the reason I stopped running this is because I actually don't have a There we go. I've just got stuck in dialogue time and time again because it's so quick. I actually don't have an original Xbox. I don't have an original Xbox controller that works properly anymore, which is a shame. The problem with getting hold of like all the quirky things I like to review on the channel right now is there's no boot fairs open, and I have so much stuff I get from the boot fair that I just can't get a hold of right now because there's nowhere to get it from. Because usually I just go from stall to stall, just trying to find cool stuff to buy and review on the channel and take a look at. Just can't do it anymore, and it's a bit of a shame.
Hello, little brother. I knew you were going to bring me chocolate.
We did play through half the lost chapters on last night's stream, but the stream was horribly put together. Nothing about it was very good, and it really reminded me of why I need to get a better streaming setup, just a better setup in general, because I need a better mic arm. I've got a replacement one for my old one, but I need one that works as a better arm. This one doesn't really like holding my heavy microphone very well. I need better capture equipment, because as much as I love the original Elgato, like, it is good, it just has nothing on, it just does nothing at all on the, Raspberry Pi 4 could be fun. Thing with the Raspberry Pi is the last time I emulated x86 on a Raspberry Pi would have been Qemu, which is the of course VM running on an original Raspberry Pi emulating Windows 3.1. I had no idea what I was doing when I was 12. I managed to get it working. I have no idea how. And yeah, all in all, it was a bit of a unique experience. Right. But yeah, the thing with the boot fairs is there's so much quirky tech that people are just throwing away, like that CD player I've got that would actually been taken from a shop. It's just so many little things like that that I, you know, I want to take a look at still, and I just can't. It's ridiculous. Oh, it's just one of those things. They'll be open again at some point. In the meantime, I've been troweling around eBay a lot, but eBay at the moment has been rife with scams. I don't know if anyone's noticed. The amount of scams on eBay right now, like, not just like the standard, oh yeah, we flashed the BIOS scams. No, I mean like legitimately, people scamming, like, with just standard hardware, like those Terrascale cards. Yeah, I need to investigate the Raspberry Pi a bit more. The only video I've ever actually made on the Raspberry Pi on the channel would have been, I have not ran this game in months. It shows. Well done, lad. The Beatles are all dead. Yeah, the Raspberry Pi, I did the Pan video as an April Fool's 2 or 3 years ago now. That was a really good review of the Raspberry Pi 1. A lot of people really enjoyed that, and they're like, is this video a joke, or is it actually just a really well put together review? Turns out it was actually a really well put together review. Oh yes, these rolling strats. I'll be honest, I'm not so much paying attention to the game as I am paying attention to chat. But the Pan video was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Frame rate is suffering a little bit here, but it's running, you know, not badly. Load times definitely seem quick, which is my main reason to compare. Like, I am actually going to be comparing load times. Like, about, must have been 1 or 2 in the morning. I finally got around to hard drive modding my original Xbox with a Western Digital Black drive, and I will be comparing against that, because
Damn it! How did you stop that?
So yeah, I'll be I definitely would like to investigate the Raspberry Pi a bit more. I'll be if I ever get a hold of one, I'll be investigating a little bit more, but the prices of them are so inflated right now with people trying to get a hold of them for projects, that it's just making it a bit a bit hard to get a hold of them if you actually want to get a hold of them and actually do anything with them. And unfortunately, I don't really have any sponsorships or anything on the channel. And given the ad rates have just plummeted, I'm entirely relying on the patrons to support the channel, who are just doing a fantastic job right now. We've got a hold of a fake, it's a fake Xbox from, where's it from like somewhere in China, where they are selling it as a wait, if this is OG Fable, what? I must have forgot to update that. I'll update that in just a second. Give me a second. I can do that right now. Let me just change that. Sorry about that. I mean, we are emulating it via a hacked emulator anyway, so, you know. There we go. I've sorted that for you. I don't know if it's coming with PS2 controllers, but it'll be interesting to open it up and take a look at the specifications, because one thing that does annoy me a little bit is when people get a hold of these really fake knockoff consoles, no one ever does like a deep dive into the specifications at all. It always just feels like, it always just feels like it's just, haha, funny console bad, when really, there's actually quite a lot that's quite interesting about it. Like in terms of specifications and how they go about it. Like that NES on a chip system I got. That was really interesting, but, oh, yes, thank you, Maze. Yeah, I like to do a bit of frame rate analysis on them as well, which is something I've been really struggling with because my capture setup for the 360, for some reason, trying to capture the frame rate on these original Xbox titles is a pain in the ass. It just doesn't want to work properly. Because for some reason, my capture card does not like it when I try and get lossless capture of this stuff. It works absolutely fine with the, a few audio glitches there and a bit of a loading bug. But yeah, it works absolutely fine with everything else. It just doesn't want to do the 360 properly. Like, I do frame rate analysis on a lot of my older console stuff. There we go. There you go, that was fantastic there. I need a sip of tea. I do talk an awful lot, which is why I'm a terrible speedrunner. Not that this is actually going to get any good times, it's more to check the load times. Because this is all being recorded nice and losslessly on my hard drive. So if anyone wants to go back and see this in non-terrible streamed quality, because I have really bad internet, I will be uploading a lossless version, which I am going to be cropping down and using footage of in my video, because of course the video goes out tomorrow and I should be able to get it all done. But yeah, I'd like to get a hold of some more knockoff consoles. I say I'd like to. I've already got one on order. I ordered it months ago, but trying to get a hold of them is just damn near impossible. It's ridiculous. You try and get a hold of them, just can't do it. I'd like to take a look at some of the Celeruns, but I know that they're not great. There we go. Get some more will experience. Here we go. Don't need any skill experience, luckily. And then I lose my combat multiplier. I wouldn't say British internet sucks at all. Like, generally in England, we all have fairly good internet. Like, you're guaranteed across the country to get VDSL2 in most places for about 25 quid, which is pretty great, but I live middle of nowhere. And I'm still able to stream, I'm still able to run a channel, like, I'm not having any issues with it. I believe, if my splits to be believed, I always split this after I go and see Maze. I don't know why I'm bothered. Oh, we had we had a graphical glitch. Oh, there we go. That was fun. Hope everyone found that bit really entertaining. We had a little glitch.
Hero, your will energy is low. What's that?
But yeah, I would not say I have the best internet for streaming because I usually stream around 4,000 kilobits per second. I'm just in a fortunate situation where because I've got a great Ryzen CPU, you know, I can do a lot of encoding on the fly before it actually goes live to people, meaning that the quality for you guys isn't too bad given my poor internet. Which is nice. I like that. Load times don't seem too bad, you know, like, they're definitely alright. This is definitely more stable than the Lost Chapters was, but not as stable as the standard game was. Alright. Split there, because that's where I usually split. Alright, we've got to go to the guild. Let's go to the Heroes Guild, get Orchard Farm. How's it running so far? Honestly, running really well. Load times are pretty good. My splits are just rough and more is just a basic indicator of how far into the game I'm getting. Considering I've already stopped mid-run to correct my stream titles, I'd say we're in a great position. Need to actually go and get some will potions. This part of the game still has massive frame rate troubles. Yeah, it's not exactly what I'd call the most polished or serious run in existence. It's more just a bit of fun. But and also to see frame rates. Frame rate wise, this game was not letting me do any frame rate analysis though. It kept claiming it was running at 29 to 30 FPS other than the first cutscene. All because I think it's something to do with how the Xbox 360 sort of smudges the not smudges the output, but the output quality isn't as crisp as the original. It actually looks better on the 360 personally, just because it's more my preferred style. But it's something to do with the actual output and my capture card. What's the difference compared to yesterday's stream? I actually bothered to set things up properly. Set up my capture card better, you know, all that stuff. You know, all the stuff that you should do if you're doing a live stream. That I didn't do last night because it was about midnight and I just wanted to get some footage and share with everyone the joys of TLC running on modded 360. This is just, you know, the original Fable and is running really well compared to TLC did. But yeah, all in all, it is it's running really nice. Load times actually seem far better than TLC as well. I think it might actually be UI element related, because cutscenes where there's no UI present, it actually gives me an accurate figure on the frame rate. It just doesn't for the other areas. I need to actually sort out a better capture solution. I might see if I've got any old component cables around to see if I can do component capture, to see if that gives me any difference in output quality, because maybe it's digital versus analog. Thank you, Guildmaster. But yeah, it's just going to be interesting to get through this and see how the game holds up and if I have any issues. Oh, come on, game. Don't do this to me. I like the guy that's just gone into the shed and he's got the, you know, he's just casually got the crate that we're meant to be here to protect. Ran straight past the guards. It's because they're doing a great job. The actual output quality on the Xbox is really nice. Like, I don't know if it shows well in the stream, but for me it looks really nice. When are they going to load in? There we go. Oh! I always end up clicking the wrong bumper because I'm not used to bumpers. I had to actually try and use my only official Xbox controller last night to do the HDD mod on the original Xbox for my comparisons. it only works in one position, and oh, I spent hours working on that. I did not have a great time hard drive modding the original Xbox. It'll be featuring in the video. I've got a little bit of footage on my phone. It's not the main topic though, so it's just one of those... oh, there we go, I missed him. He's just casually out there behind the guards. No, don't punch him. Your health is low. This is what we call professionalism. I like the guy just casually walking in through the gate. He's doing a great job. Come on. Let's just get through this. Oh. Oh, bit of an audio emulation bug there. That was fun.
Do you have any potions or food?
There we go.
Go on. Try to hit me with a flourish.
Yeah, I'll be able to go into the more technical sides of things when I'm actually able to write a script. I'm never good about talking these things on the fly. I'm just amazed how good the Xbox 360 is definitely one of the best consoles that's ever been released. Like the fact that you can play like an entire library of original games is just another fantastic bit about the console. I really like just the series of Xbox consoles. I just think the Xbox One was disappointing. It's what got me to become a PC gamer. It was just the value of it was so poor. Like, I didn't have to be a genius to think, that doesn't look good. Like, it costs a fortune. It's not very powerful. You know, Microsoft in that era is just terrible. Like, really terrible. So, you know, what are you going to do? Just casually zipping up the stairs. Perfect. Sip of tea. Thank you, Guildmaster. I think the more he tells me my health is low, the better I'll feel.
Some bandits have set up a toll in this region. Hero, your will energy is low.
Yeah. I would, honestly, if anyone was really into this generation of consoles, I would really recommend looking into a modded 360. I got mine from Killer Mods, aka moderator on my server. Oh, that was fantastic. Just move out of the way. That's how you play the game fantastically. I knew he was going to shoot the crossbow. I'd say the One X was a really good console, and I really hope at some point we can break the console open and actually use the emulator that it's got on board, because it's really fantastic technology. It's just a shame that it's restricted to essentially not being used, which is it's just a shame. No, no, I don't want toughness. That'll do. Let's get the quest. We'll get the card. We'll get some more will potions. I managed to roll in the wrong bloody directions. Thank you, Guildmaster, who's right next to me, for telling me that.
You're sure to find something to suit you.
I'd say the problem with Microsoft is it's only up until they got Phil Spencer that they really understood the direction that the Xbox console needed to take. Because before that, they just seem to have no direction. It's like this weird Kinect era where they didn't have any direction. Like, the whole point of the Xbox console was cheap and powerful. You know, didn't need to have all the exclusives. It just needed to play the vast majority of titles the best. And it needed to be cheap. Unfortunately, that didn't seem to last very long as the attitude Microsoft took. I'm going to use a health potion just so I don't have to hear that again. Alright, let's line this all up. Oh. Oh, nice. There we go. Perfect. This is the strats that they don't want you to see, because it's working so well for me, clearly. It's running really well, is all I'm saying. I just want to play through the entire game to get an idea of the comparison, because it annoys me that in some... I haven't seen many videos on the topic, but I'd like for someone to go through the entire game. Okay, let me just hit these guys up a little bit. And then... Come on, take him out while I equip my sword. There we go. Come on. Come on, Wasp. Come on, hit him. It doesn't hit him once. Come on. One job. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. Gradually. I mean, I haven't done this in a long time, so I deserve a bit of slack. Oh, audio glitching, loading troubles. I keep expecting the game to crash, because those of us that have played this on a 360 know that a lot of things do tend to crash. I know Sims Herbs had like it would genuinely brick an Xbox. It would just crash every single time after you played it after a certain amount of time. And I never got that fixed.
Coming.
No clue why, but it's one of those things.
In Darkwood, you will find the Chapel of Scorn. Please the deities there, and they will let evil into your soul.
I just have to hope someone else.
Yeah, you're gonna have to help that, mate. Sorry. Keep expecting a crash. Your stream won't go lower than 160p. I'm sorry, 8 megs. I'll start faxing you. I'll start faxing you the stream frame by frame. It might work for you. I apologize. You could be learning about emulation and hear me ramble about how it all works.
Hero, your will energy is low. What's that?
I've done a little bit of testing. Oh, it won't go lower than 720p. I'm really sorry, but I'm not a Twitch partner at all. I don't qualify for lower quality on streaming. It's not very high bitrate. It should be really well optimized, like for what you want to watch. You know, I like to think that the stream's easily viewable. I like to think the quality's not too bad either. I was looking at a StarTech. It was a 4K capture device with analog breakout, and that looked phenomenal. It cost a lot of money though. Like, the price hadn't been raked up at all. But so you gotta go, mate. Sorry. How could I do that? He put his lives in my hands. Poor fella. That was a mistake. Come on, fella. Let's keep moving. I think he started moving there. I hope he started moving there. How do I give bits? I don't think I qualify for bits at all on my streams yet. Because I'm not a Twitch partner. If I was, I would let you know. But unfortunately, I don't qualify. I might sort something out so people can donate if the people want to. I might start streaming more over on Twitch. You can hear about my wacky life stories and other things like that, like how I had to go over to... There we go. And I have been ditched live for the Meg. Shame. Shame, the Meg is gone. He's missing out. You know, I had a great story about SSD modding the original Xbox and how I tried 3 different consoles and none of them worked. It was fantastic. Definitely in my top 10 wacky budget builds moments where I spent ages on a project. Because I started doing Patreon exclusive videos. It was going to be one of those. Yeah, it did not end up working out in my favour. There we go. That was very impressive. See, at least if 8 megs isn't here, at least the generic trader 5 thinks that I'm impressive. Gonna just get a really good time so I can submit an Xbox 360 run on the leaderboard for the first time.
Ah, there you are.
But yeah, that probably is about right.
Maze
I know I'm not an affiliate at the moment.
You'll find him in Oakvale Tavern.
I did qualify once upon a time when I used to stream over on Twitch quite frequently. The problem I ended up having is, I stopped streaming, and then I didn't know what I had to do to qualify, and then there was a load of mess, and and yeah, it was just this whole load of random jazz.
You've received a new quest card.
Yep, that frame rate is definitely Oakvale.
There you are.
Hero, your will energy is low. What's that?
Well then, chicken.
I think the loading times are definitely faster.
Quests.
Like, I don't have to be a genius to say that that does feel quicker. The splits that my thing is going up against is not my personal best. My personal best is actually a really good time. Not a really good time. It's 1 hour 42. And I will update that at some point. When I get a proper controller. That's what I need to do. Alright. When I get like a proper controller, we'll do that again. I would really like to see that, but the thing is, Microsoft also mentioned that licensing could be an issue, and if licensing is apparently an issue, audio glitch, then what that could mean is that they're going to be downloads like the Xbox One X's, and the problem with the Xbox One X isn't so much getting the games working, it's literally just getting the licenses for the older titles, because you have to re-download them, and when you're re-downloading, you're redistributing them, and you have to redistribute the latest version, which could mean cut out tracks, assets, things like that, and all that stuff, and yeah. Hello, the Cooler 100. I'm gonna make a really angry comment here to the retro community. I have a pound HDMI V2 point, what is it, V2 2.2? 2.3, 2.2. Looks really nice. It genuinely, if you, they're really good cables now. Oh, it's cool, man. I appreciate that. If you wanna support me, I have a Patreon, you know, but don't feel like you need to, man. Like, you know, we're not in. Why did I run in there? That's me being an idiot. Yeah, don't feel like you need to at all. Like at all, mate. Like, you don't have to. We're just having a bit of fun testing things out. I mean, I can hardly remember my route I do. Can a GeForce 9600 passively cooled... I don't know what you... Can it do what? Can be passively cooled. I'd just strap a fan to it, honestly. You'd have to undervolt it. It's what you'd have to do. Which might be not too fun to do. I think I've done that wrong. There we go. It's like the HD 4770 I got sent a long time ago. I still have it in a box with a fan strapped on top. Yeah. Just see. Here. Line that up there.
If you don't have a pass. If you don't have a pass, clear off.
Would have been better off getting the pass at this rate.
If you don't have a pass.
I know I can probably do it. There we go. Ah, there we go. Is this on the XP Dell? It's not. However, I did need to use the XP Dell to mod the hard drive in the original Xbox, which will be featuring on Saturday's video.
Hero, your will energy is low. What's that?
Why? Did I do something wrong? Where's my quest marker over there? Oh well, I can hardly remember how to speedrun this game right now. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I did need to use the Dell because it had a Molex connector. Which was really, really useful. I just ended up getting really confused mid-speedrun. Sums up my experience. My memory at this game is just abysmal. And I did TLC a bit yesterday as well, which just shows how bad my memory is. That was an idiotic thing to do. There we go. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy the videos, man. There's plenty more on the way. Like, I've been working really hard on the channel. Like, recently I've been doing 2 videos a week. And they're not small videos either. As you can see here, I'm working on one right now. It's just, I'm trying to keep it up. I really wanna, you know, breathe some new life into the channel a bit. I feel like, not that things got a bit stagnant, but just that I wanted to start, you know, giving people more content. Because it's just one of those things that's quite interesting. Oh, I probably should have did the split. It doesn't matter. But, yeah. Lots of interesting videos on the way, like what you're seeing right here with the hacked emulation files and stuff like that. I want to cover a few more things like that, just because I do want. I'm not 100% set on the idea, but I would really like to not rebrand the channel, but to sort of expand the channel's topics, maybe shorten the name to BBO instead of Budget Builds Official. Not because I dislike the name, but just because I feel like the channel encompasses so much more than what it did originally. Like, what started out as a school project has gone on to become just so much more than that, if you know what I mean. Bit like LGR did with Lazy Game Reviews, ended up turning into LGR and became its own, like, little thing. It's just one little thought I had. I'd like to start streaming more. I'd like to actually create a schedule. I actually created a nice overlay, aka I just copied the overlay I had for the original Xbox, but polished it up to make it look more Xbox 360 based, which looks alright personally. It's fancy. Ah, yes, here we go. A video about integrated GPU. Ah, could be fun. Oh, that was nice. That's what we call a nice clip. Can't wait to see more Astra action. I genuinely might review the Astra for next year's April Fools. It might be fun. Find the archaeologist. Nice. I like how if you go back a couple of months, like, I would genuinely consider this run to be absolutely phenomenal, because things. But yeah, I could review the Astra at some point. It's got an MOT coming up in a few months. I had to sort the insurance out for it yesterday, and I'm not naming names of companies and all this, but a lot of companies seem to be using the pandemic going on as an excuse to try and rack up prices. They tried to put my premiums up by more than double on a Vauxhall Astra. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I do love me a Vauxhall Astra, but come on. When is the next scam GPU from China? We'll see. I haven't had any yet. And I've been doing so many scams. We need an Astra review right now. Astra review. Yeah, we want to see the Astra SXI DTI 16 valve sports pushed to its limits with budget builds, doing like a spec readout on the engine. This is a dual overhead cam, fuel injected 16 valve, all of the specs, capable of 0 to 60 in just under 9 seconds, and all this jazz. My Yugoslavian deck chairs. The Yugoslavian deck chairs are in the back of the Astra, just in case I ever need them. Why did I go to the arena? This is because I'm too busy talking about the Astra. This is a problem. That is what we call a pro strat. You go the wrong way. Let what I think is probably a Balverine attack a trader. No, it's one of those fairy things. That is definitely a pro strat right there. Also don't have Berserk rolling, because I'm hardly paying attention to the strats. Oh, maybe if this works out as being a compelling way to play the game, I might start running the game on the 360. If the game doesn't have like the risk of crashing, it'd save me having to try and get hold of a new controller, which is just not great right now. Like, my one controller is just not working at all. Heroes Guild, let's get the quest. I've run out of tea. We'll have a tea break in about half an hour probably, lads. In fact, prison escape is usually 1:36, so maybe, depending on times, we'll see. If I get the timing, actually, I'm better than my old. That's my submitted record that you're seeing up there. That's my So the timer is my submitted record. So it's not my best time I've ever done because I've never submitted it. It's more just to give us like a baseline of the time, so I can go through and see what parts load and compare it against a run that I might do later on the original Xbox. But yeah, just one of those fun speedrunny things. Oh, that was fun. And now he's gone into the sky.
Your health is low. Do you have any potions or food?
There we go. I have a legit question about the R9270 because I want to use it for an XP build on my own. Okay, I will as soon as... Right. 450 watt would be sufficient depending on brand. Brand is going to be the big kicker. If it's a 450 watt, I don't know, Corsair Gold rated, absolutely fine. There we go, he's gone up into the sky. But it genuinely will depend on the... a lot of it will just depend entirely on the brand. The R9270 is an overkill XP card, though, like, genuinely. Like, it's an awesome card, even for today's games. EVGA is a good brand, but it depends if it's high-end or low-end. If it's one of their mid-tier ones, it'll be alright. Probably would be, It probably would be okay, depending on the rest of what you're going to be powering. Because I'd imagine if it's a retro build, you're not exactly going with the most up-to-date equipment in existence, and it's probably not going to eat... Oh, what's that little... Oh, yeah, look at top left, we've got a texture glitch. I have no idea what's going on up there. Looked like quest marker just spontaneously appearing in the top left of the screen. Don't know how long that had been there. But, yeah, EVGA should be alright. Also, high-end Core 2 quads are retro now. $17 smartphone from eBay. We'll see. Hopefully you've got, hopefully you get something. I've ordered a, Galaxy S3 from China. Or it was listed as Samsung Galaxy S3, just along those lines. For about 28 quid it worked out as. And the S3 is an awesome phone. I remember the Galaxy S3 genuinely being... such a cool phone. And it's 28 quid, so I've ordered one. But yeah, I'd imagine an EVGA would be alright if you at me with a picture of it and, I don't know, speedrun Discord or whatever, and I can tell you enough. Fair enough, that happens on the OG hardware too. What, the little, That's interesting, actually. Never seen that before on my original Xbox. But, yeah, it's, yeah, I'm going to be doing a Core 2 Quad roundup soon to say, hey, look, they're obsolete. They're cool for retro stuff, but they're pretty obsolete in 2020, and it's going to annoy a lot of Core 2 fanboys, but, you know, they're good for retro stuff, hence why my retro PC, that we all know and love, features one. Ah, yeah, this guy's going to get... Ooh. The S3, I remember my uncle had one, and I just thought it was the future was here now. Like, in terms of phones, it was just phenomenal. Genuinely so cool. It was a really cool device. My health is critical. There you go. I had an LG L3 back in the day. I was in secondary school and I just thought, whoa, imagine having that phone. Back when I was in secondary school, though, like, to be cool, you had to have a BlackBerry, because then you could, you know, go around asking, you know, what's your BBM pin and stuff like that. The coolest stuff. I will be testing a Q6600 and stuff like that, on the channel. Like, they're cool for retro stuff, but they're not... They're not what I would call phones you want to go out and buy and use today, unfortunately. Strange that the Q6600 wouldn't be supported, but yeah, you wouldn't want to go with the Q8200 series. I am going to be doing some interesting stuff along those lines. Hopefully. I would say soon, but I need to get hold of a better 775 board, because my Gigabyte board has, unfortunately, it is kill in 2020, which is a sad time. Let's go with some of this stuff. I also want, I want multi-strike 1. I also want force push, and I want to get more speed. And I'll go with, I'll go physique, just about afford it. And I am going to do this, which is not recommended at all. It's just that otherwise I'll confuse myself. Berserk goes there. Assassin Rush goes there. Surround spells. Force push goes there. And then that leaves me room to just put multi-strike over there. I know that that's not what you should do, but it just makes my life easier, because I am a bit of an idiot at controls. Did not mean to do that. I want to go to not whole glade. Yeah. Throwbot called. Gigabyte is kill. Oh, right, fair enough. I'm so sorry for not replying to friend requests on Discord. I am terrible for it, because I get spammed with a lot of people that will just randomly join my server and then send me a friend request, and if I answer it, it's just going to be stuff like, hey, I know that your channel is called Budget Builds Official, but I saw that you had PC part XYZ that you definitely don't sell in your videos to, you know, fund the new ones. But can I have it? Please send it to my address in middle of nowhere. And I'm like, fella, no. Yeah, I am terrible with friend requests. It is confirmed. Where were you when Budget Builds was friend request? I was at home. No. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's why we have phone verification on, and I used to have my DMs open all the time, but genuinely, I'm not claiming that, you know, part of what I have to do is just abuse. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I wouldn't do this as a job, just the abuse you get on the platform, and having it, it's another platform to be open to abuse to, and it's just not, it's not very good, do you know what I mean? Oh, wait, did I leave the White Balverine open all that time? I did. I didn't do the split. Oh, well. Still technically ahead of time. It just means that I'm not as ahead of time as I usually would be. There we go, zoom into a rock. But I'll respond to that. PC questions is one thing I'm good for. Hall of Heroes, oh yes. There we go. Area. Thank you very much. No one cares about the past, it's all about the heroes of today. And more fun lines from Fable. Can I get any, No.
No wonder you've been nominated for the arena. You did the...
That's the way out. Gives that I'm a celebrity now. I'm not gonna ever say I'm a celebrity. I build budget PCs on the internet. It's the career of the year. It's the career they don't want you to know about. Still gonna say how nice the design of this is. I always thought it was fantastic. How did I do this so perfectly yesterday? Is it easier in TLC? Yeah, Fable runs really well on XP, like genuinely. If you were to do like an ultimate XP with like an SSD like I did in mine, my SSD actually died in that, it was my own fault. But yeah, with an SSD, the game just, whoa, runs so well. Runs well on Vista as well, if you wanted to go down the Vista route. Oh, for God's sake, he'd already got back up. I could have saved myself a couple of seconds there. My Ultimate XP PC has been one of the most used PCs I've ever built on the channel. Because even if I'm not using it for, you should play it. It's a great game. As you are witnessing here. I was a bit slow on my inputs there. So we need Inflame, like I did in my anniversary run. It's not really much of a run. But yeah, I really like my XP PC. It's over there in the corner. I can see it from where I'm sitting right now. It's just so useful for retro stuff that I need to do on it. It's the stuttering only visible. I did drop 300 frames there. I am very sorry about that, but yes, that does appear to be... no, don't laugh. Now did I just do multi-strike with punching? There we go. Getting there. I did drop a few frames there, unfortunately, sorry. That won't be present in the offline recording. Ah, yes. You can tell I haven't done this in a while. I managed to actually use a resurrection file. I think that's the first time I've ever used a resurrection file. That was fantastic.
Your health is critical. Your health is low. Do you have any potions or food?
There we go. Keeping an eye on things now. Gradually getting back into the swing of things. There we go. For any wondering, this is just to get experience. Force push doesn't detect if the entities are alive or dead, so it gives you experience regardless of what's going on. It's fantastic, isn't it? Ah, yes, undead. Oh no, it's not undead, it's the Valverines. I can't even remember the way the game works anymore. Yeah. Say, I can't even remember it. Will you start bench... Oh, is it open for everyone at the moment? Maybe. The problem is I need to actually sort out like a nice SSD with all these games on them just to make it easier for me to test. Because it'd make it a blind sight easier for me if I had like a nice SSD to just plug into every system. I have a hard drive with most of them on, but an SSD would just be nicer, like a nice 2 terabyte one. So I'm just trying to think if I can invest that much into an SSD. Not that it wouldn't be useful like in my day-to-day as well, because I mean it's an SSD, it's going to be useful. No, can't. Ah, just put the... This is proof of me just messing this up time and time again. I think it's because I'm not used to the frame rate suffering so much. There we go. That's a bit better. I don't know how bench Valorant runs. Does it run alright? I haven't heard much about its performance, mostly because I haven't watched any videos on it. There we go. Gradually getting through this. No, don't do that. Didn't even see him there. It just went straight into the animation. Can't even hit them. Doing a great job. That went alright. Gradually I'm getting back into things. Looking forward to the troll rounds. My health is actually quite low. I'm just watching for that guy that's going to jump. No, he's not. There we go. We're alright. I have not done this in a while. I might start trying it. You know, like... But it's going to be one of those games like CSGO if it takes off, where it's going to get bloated over time. Yeah. I mean, a 1050 is quite powerful compared to what I test on my channel, usually. If I have to test another Terrascale card, I give up. Ah, sip of tea. Now it's the undead. Everyone's favourite round. I think it was the darkness of the rounds that got me. Ah, yes. That's how you know you're doing well. In fact, why don't I just use Berserk? Because with Berserk you don't have the knockback. They're not exactly going to take multiple hits. This isn't TLC. It's because I played TLC yesterday. It's messing with my mind over how much I can actually do. Because I forget that just how overpowered the sword is. Fair enough. You know, that kind of money, is it worth arguing at all? I'm trying to get a hold of an RX 470 for the channel. It'd be pretty cool to get a hold of one. I've seen them go for like 50 quid refurb, so that's pretty, you know, it'd be it's kind of a budget card now. I am going to do 4K for under £100 though. Like, I even started on the video. I have like the project files just there. I got a few parts, you know, because I think we can do 4K gaming for under £100 now. I genuinely think it's going to be feasible to do. Like, it just takes a bit of bargain hunting, and then we'll be done. Imagine not using, you know, the shield spell. I forgot what it's called. I mean, I don't really need to at the moment. There we go. Did he just shoot his own? I think he did. The frame rate is holding up really well here. Like, this was tanking heavy. Or used to tank heavy. Also got the random decapitation there. It's pretty groovy. Oh, does she actually get one? That was a pretty good round. One day I should, I need to build an even more retro PC, though, is the thing. Like, I genuinely need to. Because I've got a hold of a Voodoo from Killer, who also did the Xbox for me. Good prices, recommend. Like, yeah, he sent me a Voodoo for my birthday, and I need to review it on the channel. There we go. KSP is a great game as well. I enjoyed KSP. It's one of the first games I bought on Steam. It might actually... I think it might actually be the first game I bought on Steam. I thought the game looked fantastic. Oh, wow. It's my favourite round of the arena. Takes 2 seconds. Always love that round. So easy. Thank you, Whisper, for standing there. Oh, Merlin bought it for you a couple of days. How nice of Merlin. What a guy. I'm really messing up rock trolls. Yeah, I'm not doing very well on rock trolls here. Wait, did KSP's got DLC now, doesn't it? I should really look into playing some of those. Oh, I hope everyone's ready for our favourite voice line of So Cold a Raganox. Makes my day every day. I always forget that a lot of games I played did have, or do have DLC. Yeah, the frame rate is really solid, like, compared to how it usually feels, at least in these parts here. I've reached well-known status. I bought the game really, really early. Like, Alpha 8 early. Hey, I managed to get him to skip the animation. I did the thing. Robotic. Interesting. Maybe I should stream some KSP later today if people want. I don't have time! I've got to get this video done. But I kind of want to because it'd be fun. Ah yes, my favourite bit where a Raganox just collapses into the ground. Where's Whisper? I've lost her. Oh, there she is. I might have knocked her. Mate, that's not the type of question you should be asking in the stream. Oh no, how do I beat... Wait! Ah! I wasn't paying attention! I actually got hit by Whisper and lost a life. How do I beat Whisper? Oh no! She did the thing. She did the how do I beat Whisper thing. She did the thing. The thing with the jumping and the how do I beat Whisper that lasts ages. Oh yes, fantastic. But he's nothing butter. But butter. There we go. Long time. What a guy. Ah yes, I liked the bandit that got stuck there. He was definitely in my top 10 mental bandit moments. That was fun. I like it when the game messes up a little bit. It's running well, like load-wise. A few audio glitches here or there, which is, you know, to be expected. Yeah, it's weirdly nostalgic for how long it's been since I've actually played the this version of the game. Do you know what I mean? Like I've just played it on the original for so long that I haven't needed to play it. Check the guild for more quests. Now we got to get the rescue the archaeologist and go from there. And then we get on to my favourite quest, Gravekeeper Grave Stuff. Oh wait, I've just realised I can go and get a load of experience stuff. Right, will, physical. Surround spell. No, I don't need any of those. Why am I looking at them? Ah, Berserk, that was one. Yep. And then attack spell, I want multi-strike. 43,000. I also need multi-arrow. Forgot about that. Multi-arrow is going to be useful, and then so is going to be. I don't know what else I can afford. I'll get some more magic power, and then put the rest into like speed and. That'll be useful, and then I'll just get health. A couple of health things might be useful because I'm an idiot and haven't played the game in a long time. That'll do. It's been a long time since I played this. I don't... People keep asking me about cloud streaming, but the thing is, I'm not really someone that would have a good... I don't think I'd be very good at reviewing it. I reviewed Steam Link when it first came out. Maybe I'll look into it a little bit. Could be fun. Load times are running nice. Frame rates are definitely going to suffer. He's allowed to let us in now. Now I'm just rolling into that. Right. This is where I just have no idea what I'm doing, and just everything about this just falls apart. I know that I need to get the buy weapons, range weapons, master longbow, items. He doesn't sell a shovel, does he? No. But that's not going to matter too much later on. Yeah, cloud streaming very much is upload dependent, and I don't have the best upload as it is, so I wouldn't be the best person to take a look at it. Probably could have done with a few more will potions there, but I think I've already got quite a few anyway, so I should be alright. Why am I treating this seriously is also a great question.
I'm right behind you. I've never seen anything like it.
There we go. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe this is run of the year 2012. I don't know. Go back to 2005 and this would be speedrun of the year. Oh, I thought it crashed.
The summoner has erected a barrier. We will need to kill it to dispel it. The barrier is down. Hurry through to save the archaeologist.
Pro strats. Yeah, and the thing is, gaming is very latency dependent. I mean, it depends the game you're playing, but like, it'd be like me. Like, I couldn't even play my play this game through my Elgato's preview screen. That's too much latency for me. Now imagine you're dealing with like essentially a YouTube video, but you're playing the YouTube video. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it does depend entirely on the server location. I'd imagine here in the UK it'd be fairly decent. This is everyone's favourite part where you just got to rush through. Come on, let me get... Can't even get through. Oh, I messed that up. Come on. No. Oh, no. Apparently that worked. No idea why.
Check the guild for more quests. You've received a new quest card.
Oh, what's going on with my camera? It seems to have corrected itself. I suppose it's very much region dependent. Yeah, you do realize that that was Clean that set the record, by the way. Who's in the chat right now? He has that record. So congratulate him on that and watch his run, 'cause it's far more entertaining than this. The CRTs, even on PC, like even a PC CRT, if you're using a VGA output, you will notice like I was using the EMAC for my EMAC video, and I went back to like a 144Hz monitor. The 144Hz feels laggy in comparison to a CRT, just because that's the way digital media is, because you've got hold and retain technology, which you just don't have on a you simply don't have that on a CRT, because it's analog. Oh yeah, Gravekeeper, lads. Oh, I just realized Rescue the Archaeologist. I probably should have pushed... I didn't mean to talk to him. No, I did. Alright, Nostro's helmet, and then we'll get the shovel. There we go. My stream's commentary is just me rambling about technology, though, and claiming this is the best character in the entire game. There he is. He has the amazing ability to die. It is just phenomenal. There we go. See? This part was fantastically executed. And we're nearing our tea break time. I don't think that's the, no, that is the place to fish, isn't it? Or am I being an idiot? Can't remember. Might be. Brain's completely fried at the moment. Hey, look, it's not TLC fishing. Look at the Gravekeeper, he's vibing in the background there, doing the moonwalk. What a guy. That's the silver key. Yep, thought it was the silver key. I think the other one's just around here, isn't it? Ah, yes. And now I'm stuck in a corner being whacked by a guy. Yep, because it's up over... whereabouts is... Why is... My brain's not working at all today. It's up over here. There it is. Yeah. Ignore my thinking today. It's completely broken. I mean, it's 5 o'clock. I've done a lot of work this morning. And I'm not too fussed about times. What happened there? Oh, fuck. Can I please just fish? There we go. There we go. Yeah, I reckon if I was to run this game properly, I'd probably get a better time than I'm used to. Just because I've got pretty good at the clipping and all that, which I was never previously good at, and all that. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a better time and I'll submit this, and then it'll be down as a better time. Still think that was better than how I did it last time. So I'm 9 minutes ahead.
There's nothing down there. What are you looking for?
We'll see. There we go, he's just straight up doing his thing. That went well. Doing the Gravekeeper grave stuff, which is pretty good. I've never used a resurrection file, and I'm amazed that Whisper managed to knock off a resurrection file from me because I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at chat. That's how you know you're good at the game. Yeah, that was chugging a bit there. There we go. We are in. I'm running out of water as well, so it's nearly time for our tea break, which is good. I'm looking forward to a tea break soon. Haha, look, it's our boy. He's still alive. He's just cheering for us. Hey. This is a good run. That's how you know this is a good run. Doesn't matter that I'm not really paying attention to anything. No! That's the best I've ever done that, just because I feared for the Gravekeeper's life. The way he's having a great time.
You've received a new quest card.
Right, prison escape. Bit of an audio glitch there, that's fun.
Check the guild for more quests.
I always like it when I get my things messed up. This is really dark. I am really sorry. I don't have a way of turning that up right now. If I come back in time from my tea break, I might be able to fix that for everyone. And I'd like to be able to fix it for myself as well, because, oh lord, this is dark and I can hardly see. Why is this part of the game so dark? It might be because my capture stuff was set up for the original Xbox, and maybe the black levels are just adjusted slightly a bit more. Yeah, I can guarantee you there's no cheating going on, because this is actually really bad timing compared to how I've done this before. Would I like to review more old phones? I'm going to, which is why I've got the Galaxy S3 on order, which will be nice. You know, as soon as it arrives, that is. It's one of those things where I don't know when it might actually arrive. There we go. But I'm really looking forward to the Galaxy S3 because I just think the phone is phenomenal, and I'm really interested to see how one of the phones I hold in such a high regard for being cool is holding up. These Pro Strats rolling in the dark, aimlessly, unable to see where I'm going. I can always adjust it in the settings menu if I really need to. It seems to be brightening up a little bit more. You can always edit it in post. Yeah, I'll be putting Android 10 or whatever the latest version I can put on it is, because I don't like TouchWiz that much. Door is open. Oh yeah. I haven't checked the XDA forums for the Galaxy S. There we go. Wait, how is she? Oh, there she is. She just wasn't following us. She didn't spawn in, maybe. Doesn't she usually have like a... Oh, come on. So doesn't she usually have like a little life thing? Maybe I'm an idiot. Right, tea break everyone. Alright. I'm going to put up the be right back screen, because all else you'll see is this. We're going to go get a cup of tea. Back in a second. Hello. I'm back.
That sounds fun.
I don't know if that invalidates the, I don't know if that would invalidate me submitting this run, because I had a be right back screen. I didn't think of that because I couldn't get the capture software to allow it to run with a be right back screen. And Darkness Falls went to the effort of making it for me, so I just figured, you know, I would be using it in the, video. Ah, he's very motivating. That's a quick cup of tea I made, actually. Give myself that. I always like old phone videos and pushing them to their limit, because a lot of people don't... They use them once, and then that's it. I actually use the phone for about a week before I make the video. I think there's a shortcut you can do along there. I just don't know it. Good news is the run is... Run is RTA. What does RTA mean? I'm confused. I don't know the speedrunning terms.
Bravo. The cautionary song.
Real-time attack. Alright.
Behold the ball. The spirited sparrow.
I was gonna say, like,
Behold
there we go.
the ball. The spirited sparrow.
Spirited Sparrow. Fair enough. There we go. After a round.
Well, here
Oh
we
look,
are
got those
again, eh?
lucky spawns.
Stay in there, and I'll get to you in a moment. You might have noticed there's a few less of you this year. I wonder what happened to them, eh?
Sip of tea. That's what I need. I think this would be the first speedrun ever completed on, like the, like, I suppose, even, yeah, I know, I'm not exactly going for a top 3 or anything. I just, it'd be funny if I could beat my currently submitted time. Because I do actually have a better time than this, but I'd prefer to submit this time just because it's actually got commentary, and it's a bit more interesting. The other one, I wasn't too happy with. It was more just me practicing and got lucky.
Better put on a good show. Some of us have bet a lot of money on you. Win, and we like you. Lose, and you get around in the torture chamber. That sounds fun. Yes,
Sounds fun. Let him hear it. What a guy. What a fella. Definitely in my top 10 Fable characters. Up there with the Gravekeeper. Witch in Barrowstone Key.
Keep running, scum. Keep running, scum.
Mess that up again. Probably help if I was paying attention a bit more to the game. Oh, that's rolling into a pillar there. That's fantastic. Now, I could try and do an original Xbox run after this, but I don't really have a good controller. I have a third-party one that literally feels like it's arthritis as a controller. And the alternative to me using that would actually be my official controller, which I managed to get working just long enough to mod the hard drive with. Barrowstone Key. I swear it's Key. I swear it's Barrowstone Key. I always used to say Quay when I was younger, but I didn't understand what the word meant. Like, but then again, I was like 5 or 6. Grey is the prettiest colour.
Oh, grey is the prettiest color, for it's in her name, her eyes, and her
It's in her name, her eyes, and her soul.
For it's in her name,
Her eyes, her soul. There you go. He said the thing. He said the word. There we go. We got the key. You're welcome out, mate. Always let that guy out. Serves no purpose to myself. Detrimental. Yeah, I remember learning it was called key, I think in geography at some point, and that's when I was like, what? That's what it means! I know the Fable word! I was like in primary school at the time, but like, I don't know, that's when I learned what the word meant. The shrill. The shrill. Oh no, that is not nice. I am sorry. Haven't really noticed any texture glitches yet. It's pretty good. You sod off. What a guy. Could you imagine dying on this run because I've actually managed to use up 2 resurrection files because I wasn't paying attention. There's like the loading screens definitely have that little thing going on in the corner. The undead. This is how they... This is just like every British prison. This is why you watch... Welcome, Howling Rage. Welcome to my man Buck, where we are doing alright actually so far. I'd like to think. The loads seem fast, but I've never played, but remember, fair enough. Yeah, it's true. This part of the game is also very dark. I like the guy just mumbling in the background, time to get revenge. No, he's having a great time. There we go. Yeah, that's the main thing that's interesting, is seeing the times. Does Fable... The director's cut, the TLC version, which is the best way to play the game, does have a PC port. A very good PC port. And there's an anniversary version of the game. I've just realised I don't have the right bow equipped. I'm an idiot. Oh, that went well. Can hardly remember the tactics for the Kraken. Come on. Come on. How did I mess that up? Oh, I hit him. Yeah, my health is low. That's all I keep hearing. How did I miss all those? Ah, yes. Oh, there's a new TechWin video. We could be like... What's the point in watching this? We could be like and subscribing watching that. There we go. Who's TechWin? I don't know. TechWin. More like Tech Now. Am I right? Well, actually, Tech in 3 minutes should be your new channel name. Sorry, you've been outsmarted. Prison escape. There we go. Fantastic job, everyone.
Your guild seal has been reactivated. Welcome back.
Now it's to Greatwood Cullis Gate and down.
Check the guild for more.
Greatwood Cullis Gate? What do I have to go to the guild for? Honestly, I can't remember. This means...
You've received a new quest card.
That's what we just did, Prison Escape. Oh, because I'm not clicked on it, it didn't update the split. My bad. I'm sorry, I don't know why it isn't CSGO. That's my bad. I apologize. It's a good speed run is when you don't know where you're going because you haven't done this in such a long time. Because we stopped at this point in TLC and I can't remember what I'm doing. That load was so fast, didn't have time for a cup of tea. Run of the year. This is what happens. This is why I should never have lost my controller. Twitch stream delay to real time is actually really... Yeah, I've got it set up quite nicely. Also factor in that you'll probably have more of a... I'm being an actual idiot, aren't I? Well, other than the fact that I meant to start at Barrow Fields and go that way. I know that much. I really messed this up, didn't I? Oh, my bad. Just my memory. If I'd done this at some point soon, I would have known where to go. Because I know I had to go to the Ancient Cullis Gate. But just for some reason, my brain was like, oh, yeah, go to the middle of Greatwood. Why? Why is brain bad?
You need to get to the
I know! I just cocked it up. Why couldn't you have said that earlier?
The gate will only open when its hunger for undead
It's ridiculous.
souls is sated.
Oh, well. Oh no. That was actually really close to me dying in a speedrun because I wasn't paying attention very much. Oh, I'm so bad. Ugh. Sorry about that, everyone. That was actually a really... That was a really bad example. Oh, no, don't laugh.
I'm watching you.
Gotta go to the guild. I'll buy some stuff at the guild shop anyway. Be useful. Yeah, we've got to get back to the guild. This part I remember. That other part just always throws... I swear I've done that multiple times before now. Just where I end up messing it up. Because my brain just... My brain. Oh no, he's trying not to laugh. Exactly. It's a try not to laugh challenge in Fable.
Are you in your way? Something isn't right here. What? No!
I think we can do a special offer for you, sir. Hook Coast. Nobody goes there. Nobody comes there.
There we go. Budget builds try not to laugh. No, I'm not doing a try not to laugh challenge. Oh, I thought the game had crashed there for a second.
You have reached.
Do it on stream. I'm not doing a try not to laugh challenge. That's not...
I have a quest card.
Oh,
Quickly, come to the map room and speak.
I wonder if that's quicker than actually going all the way back to the map room, is going between the two, because we've got the load times on our side, which may or may not be quicker. Someone can check that and find out. I have no idea.
I have a quest card from your mother. Quickly, come to the map room and speak to me.
Received a new quest card. I know. Oh, this game. It's a great game, though. Yeah, when are we getting a they've got to get out of here. How did I kick a wall? Got stuck on some rocks. Ah, yes. You know, yeah. This is such a good playthrough where I just keep getting stuck on stairs. I can't remember how to beat Maze very well. And that wasn't a joke about the, that wasn't a joke about, the, post. And then I've got to go all the way back down again. I swear there was, something you're meant to do. Maybe it's force push related, and it just caused him to not spawn up there. He's gonna call me pathetic. That wasn't too bad. How do I beat maze.mp4?
Hero, I must see you at the guild.
That was the how do I beat maze.mp4. That was me forgetting it. So it just didn't work at all. We'll try. We'll get there though eventually.
You've received a new
We've
quest
received a new quest card. That's good. Oh, God. I always thought this part of the game was genuinely really cool. I mean, it is really cool. So we'll go from there. Ah, yes, the Rock Troll. Everyone's favourite character next to the Grid Keeper and Generic Guard and Generic Trader. Movement strats are fantastic. How does he do it? Problem is, that actually loads really quickly. I can't remember what it loads like on the Xbox though, but I definitely thought I had time for a sip of tea. And I do not have time for a sip of tea right now, so... Hob Cave, another fantastic area for the game. Such nice detail and map work. Oh, it's just the game in general. A really good game. It really reminds me of life in England. We all have a moonlit tunnel in our cave. Ah, yes, he just spawned under the ground. That was fantastic. I loved that. One of my more motivating parts of the game. Yeah. I do hope this is, I will be testing it. Who knows, maybe I'll do a second run today. I might do one offline, so I can do it easier with my crappy controller. Just so I can get through and compare load times across the entire game. Felt a bit bad there, I accidentally force pushed the guard. He's just trying to keep the world safe, he accidentally gets force pushed into a fence. There, yes, the half-spawned guard. That's how you know it's good. Gradually getting there. It's your boy. My hero is now ancient. These load yeah, I'm hacking with the load times.
Jack's done it. He's activated them all. You must get to the Chamber of Fate in the guild. You've received a new quest card.
The Guildmaster, always telling you what you want to know. Even when he lies there dying. Just one of those wacky Guildmaster things. Sip of tea. Just don't know how much my button mashing comes across. Ah. Really messed that up. Oh, come on. There we go. That worked. Amazing, Jack has not realised you have his sword exactly. 10 steps ahead, mate. Unironically, I think that beat my, Oh! Crap, I didn't mean to push Y there. I lose my in-game time. What the... I don't have an in-game time for that, but that is, however, the best Fable run I've ever done, I think. I think that's better than my other personal best. Let me check my account. YouTube. Yeah, the game runs perfectly. Well, at least seemed to run perfectly. What do we do? What do we do? Do we test more? I don't know. Yeah, my personal best was 1 hour 44 minutes. That's a better personal best. That's 1 hour 40. I'll submit that. Didn't do the white Balverine split. It's true. I did, no, I did do the white Balverine split. I was just slow on it. Like, so I accidentally hit it late. It's not finished. Jack is alive. Original game's finished, mate. We'd have to do TLC later. But, yeah. I have to ask Clean what we do with that. Like, what do we do in that instance? Game time is 1 hour 17 for that. So what do I... 1 hour 17. Do I submit that? I mean, I'm going to submit it. But all in all, I'm surprised how well the game runs. That was the full game played through on an emulator, which is usually incredibly unstable. I'm going to have to do some more looking into the load times and all that. That was really interesting. Right! We were streaming for near enough an hour and 45 minutes. I don't need an in-game time. Interesting. If anyone was also interested, I can also open the extras panel and go to demos. And I don't think it will crash the Xbox. Oh, or maybe it has. No, that did crash it. Yeah, I have not got that set up correctly. You have to run those from a disk. Start again. I'm not going to start again. I want to sit back with my cup of tea and work on my video. Right. I will turn that off and on again, so at least we have something to look at. Xbox plus... Try it without the OP sword. I did! Once. There's a way to do it. You just need to get the Wello pick hammer. Eat the crunchy chicks. It's a strat. There we go. There's the Xbox 360 launch. For anyone that doubted it wasn't a 360, it was 360 Xbox. Yeah, there we go. I really need to add all these games to my main menu. But yeah, I might stream again later with some more games, but for now, let us take a bit of a break. Let us go to the Be Right Back screen. But apart from I won't be back, and yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. That was really interesting. I'm going to have to talk about this in my video. Yeah, very odd. Right. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.